If you're 50 and older and you're finding yourself stuck, bogged down at a crossroads, and you are wanting to create a new life chapter, you're desperate for it, but you don't know how to move forward, this episode is for you. I'm going to stick around now because I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should move forward and 3 reasons of what would happen if you don't. I'm Angela Fuller. Welcome to Rollerset to Mindset. I'm your go-to person when 50 has knocked on your door and you are wondering, where did all the time go? And you're starting to panic and you want to move forward, but you don't even know where to begin. You are in the right place. So let's go ahead and dive in. Reason number 1. I'm going to make it straight and plain. Reason number 1 for you to not just sit and wait and hope is because life is too short. Grab something to write with. Grab paper and grab pen and write down, life is too short. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. And if you agree with me, just type, right, I agree. Life is too short because here's what happens if you don't take action. Plain and simple. Life is going to pass you by and nothing is going to change. Listen, that's a realization that I had to come to. When I turned 62, I started to say, yes, I love what I'm doing in this beauty industry. I love the idea of having a salon, of servicing clients, of booking my own hours, all that stuff. But I also paid attention to that voice that was in the back of my head telling me it's time for a change. And then asking me, are you living fully into your purpose? And the answer to that question, sadly enough, was no. And so I had to come to terms with that. I had to realize that at 62, I had lived longer than the years that I was going to live. And I had to come to terms with life is just too short. And so I'm wondering, when was the last time you asked yourself that question? Is life too short not to be living fully into my purpose? And the second thing you need to ask yourself is this: if I do take action, then what does that look like for me? Well, I'm going to tell you what that looks like. That means that you're going to step into your purpose, and when you get to the end of your rainbow, you are going to realize that, I don't have a life of regret. You are going to see the joy. You're going to see the evidence of the decision you made way back when. So the next time you feel like, it's too late for me, what else is there left? Realize that you're still living, you're still standing, you're still here. So take the attitude, adopt the attitude that life is too short. It will put action in your feet. That's what it will do. The reason number 2 that it's time for you to get out of that crossroads, get unstuck from that crossroads and start planning your next life chapter, because your wisdom is needed. Listen, we have not lived 50 plus years and not gained wisdom. We have not lived 50 plus years and haven't created something that we can put out into this world that could help somebody, that could bring us more joy, that could bring us more income. We're on that age of retirement, and we don't want to spend the rest 20 years, 30 years of our lives living off of income that is not serving us. But if you start now, You get your retirement income, and you also get to build something that allows you to get monthly recurring revenue so you can live out your latter years, which I want to think and call my best years, in comfort and joy and bliss. So now you got two reasons why it's time to get moving. Life is too short. Say amen if you agree. And your wisdom is needed. Because when you act on your wisdom, guess what happened? You use your life lessons as fuel to inspire, to serve, and to create. The third reason, it's time for you to get to step and get moving. Get out of that crossroad that's keeping you stuck and take action. And that reason is God has more for you. He has more for you. And if you don't take action, guess what's going to happen? You will stay restless. You'll always be wondering, asking yourself the question, what if? What if? What if? But if you take action, this is what happens. You align yourself with divine timing and experience peace and fulfillment. You walk around with clarity. You go through life with confidence. You go through life with courage. And you open the windows of heaven and you walk in bliss. So, these are three powerful reasons why it is time to stop sitting still. There's no reason. When you think about the fact that just by taking action, knowing that God has more for you, and you begin to experiment with some of the things that you begin to take a course or you begin to read a book that helps you to tap into your natural gifts and your natural talents. And guess what? You realize there is so much more for me. There's so much more for me. There's so much I can leave as a legacy of what I have done, of what I have accomplished, the whole nine. And guess what happens when you do that? You just not only do it for yourself, you do it for the people that you haven't even met yet. So imagine this. Imagine when you begin to start taking action on your goals, on your dreams. You begin to paint. You start off with a blank canvas. And then you look inside yourself and you just begin to paint, pour out what's already inside of you on that canvas. And so this is what I want you to imagine. Imagine yourself 30 days from now. 30 days from now. That would be what? That would be September the 16th. If you start today, 30 days from now, taking your first step with clarity and with courage. You spent these 29 days preparing yourself, experimenting with a few things, and then just before that 30-day hit, you have cracked the code. So now you're walking with clarity. You've gotten more courageous. You've done the thing a few times, so the confidence is high. And people are noticing, ooh, there's something different about you. Guess what that is? That's that internal joy. That's that internal bliss that comes when you don't abandon yourself. You move when your soul say move, and you find yourself creating a whole new blueprint for your life. So, you taking that first step, big, bold step. You're more, like I said, got more clarity. You're more courageous, you're confident, and you're very blissful. And see, when that happens, your life becomes a storybook. You can begin to tell your story so that you can inspire someone else. Now, lean in if you're still with me. If you're still with me, type still with you. This is what I want you to hear. If this episode, if this message has spoken to you in any small way, then I want you to start to journal about the reason, one of the three reasons that hit you the hardest. Either life is too short, your wisdom is needed, or God has more for you. Any one of those reasons. I want you to start journaling about it. And I want you to start thinking of ways in which you can turn it around for your good. And then I want you to begin to share those thoughts out with people who you can trust, with people who you know got your back. That's what I want you to do. And if you need more work on this, if you need more clarity on it, then what I'll do, I'll put the link in the description for you to book an interest call or maybe a clarity catalyst session with me, because some of you still need help. Some of you need more clarity. And if that's the case, then go ahead and book an interest call just to see if we can be a good fit. But then I know there's a percentage of you listening, looking at this episode here on YouTube, saying, oh, I got the idea. Oh, I like her style. I like how she's moving and explaining things. I think I'm ready for more. Then you can go ahead and book a clarity catalyst session in which we can come to terms with that one block that's holding you back. And I can create a game plan for you, a blueprint that could help you move forward. Where this particular problem is no longer a problem or a block for you. I hope you've really gotten something out of this episode. And I hope you use this episode, go watch it again, and allow it to speak to you so that you can begin to think about the possibilities of what life could be like for you in the next 30, 60, 90 days. And if you've truly enjoyed this episode and you think of just one woman, one person that can benefit from this episode, then I want to encourage you to share it out to them. I appreciate you hitting subscribe. I appreciate you liking this episode. And guess what? I'll see you next week for the next episode, because it just keeps on coming. It keeps on coming. I'll talk with you soon. Bye.